Hello everyone, my name is Mark Akey, this is Chris Scholes. We're here to talk about the beginning of K9 Rescue Brigade, how it started, and basically it is Chris's story as to how this happened with, well, I'll just let you go into it, Chris. So how did this happen?
Well, when Lance and I left Oregon to help clients relocate and help them with our business, rescuing a dog from a facility was never part of the plan. It's interesting how things happen along the way. So while we were driving clear across the United States to Florida, I'm a huge dog, everybody knows I'm a huge dog advocate, and we currently have three rescues at home. Traveling to Florida, I happened to get on a Facebook reel, Instagram reel, and this was on Friday. And I happened to see this reel of a Siberian Husky that was integrated with three other dogs just playing in a room. And I thought, you know, what a sweet dog. And little did I know that Buster was his facility name. Little did I know that Buster was on the youth list to be euthanized on Monday morning at 6:30 in the morning. I saw this reel Friday morning, and I was like, there was a part of me in my heart that was like, this dog cannot be killed. It's a young Husky dog. It's not sick. It's an adoptable dog. It's a great dog that's healthy, interacting, playful. No young dog should be in a place where they're like struggling with survival and struggling with the fight to live. I mean, that broke my heart. So while I was watching that reel, I reached out. I was literally frantic, thinking, how can I get a hold of this dog? How can I secure this dog? Knowing that we were going to drive back from Florida. Where this dog was seen was at Stanislaus Animal Shelter in Modesto, California. I knew Friday that I had to reach out to a rescue partner, which I did locally. I reached out to BAM Rescue, located in Tigard, Oregon, and said, could you tag this dog for me? I want to rescue it. So the application information came over to be a long-term foster. That was the plan. So BAM Rescue sent out the documentation, it's very easy, simple links that you can apply online by your phone, email, however you need to do it. And I spoke to Lance and said, can we foster this dog and save this dog's life? And he said, absolutely yes. I'm okay with that. And so that got the whole thing going where filled out the application. Now remember, this was in Florida. So we are on Florida time, which is 3 hours ahead. So I was working on all this paperwork Friday into Saturday early morning. And by Saturday afternoon, I was approved to be a foster. And Buster was tagged. And because we were out of state, we had 7 days to pick him up from the animal facility. So he was tagged on Saturday, and we had the following Saturday to pick him up. So as we were driving back from Florida, we stopped. We couldn't wait till Saturday. I was so excited to meet him, and we ended up getting there a day early on Friday.
Hi. We're in Modesto, California at the Tractor Supply to get a slip leash for Buster.
We are breaking out Buster, doing a jailbreak of Buster.
Jailbreak on the boat.
We just saved a Siberian Husky who's 2 years old who was going to be euthanized last Monday. And we are in Modesto, California picking him up, and we are going to be his foster parents. So I am super excited. It's been a journey, and I know when I see him, I'm going to lose it, but I'm super happy to get him, and I'm going to share with everybody once we have him in our possession.
So we'll talk to you soon.
Yes. We picked him up. The staff was great. The volunteer and the staff at Stanislaus is amazing. And the sad part of this story is these dogs do not have, they have no idea what's happening and that their life is in jeopardy because we have to be their voice. And it is our voice to get them adopted and fostered and saved off of these euthanasia lists. So Bentley was approximately, they gave us the information that he was approximately 2 years old.
And Buster.
I'm sorry, Buster.
Is Bentley now.
Sorry, Buster, yes. Buster was his facility name. We named him, we decided and took a poll within our family, what should we name him? We are giving him a new name because this is a new chapter. He is starting a new chapter and a new journey of being integrated into our family. And so Bentley was listed as approximately 2 years old. We realized in transporting him back to Oregon, he is a year. He chewed up my flip-flops in the hotel room. And I have been around huskies enough to know, this is my third husky that I've owned. And I will tell you that I knew he was younger, and I'm thankful every day that we saved his life. I also want to say that Bentley has been the best dog ever. We got him home. We separated him from our other 2 dogs and slowly did the integration. Again, you have to slowly integrate because we already had 2 rescues at home. We have a Siberian Husky already and a French Bulldog. So we had to slowly integrate within 5 to 7 days before even meeting and introducing them to each other. And I will also add that I'm a complete foster fail.
That's what I would add because you and Lance gave me a call from California after you picked up Bentley. And Lance was talking about the story and how things were going. And I interjected with, okay, so you have a new dog now. There's no foster in that. You had a new dog.
No. And it makes me emotional talking about it because, again, how you can stand up and speak out and save these dogs' lives. There's nothing better than that. I knew we made a difference on him the minute he left that facility. And they bring so much joy and so much love. All they want is to be loved. All they want is a safe home. They don't need the chaos that happens within the shelter environment. Dogs barking, restless nights, not being able to sleep. I can't imagine being in an environment like that as a human, let alone these dogs experiencing this, and then having anxiety and stress, fearfulness. Their behavior within the shelter is not the behavior of how they are when they come out of that facility. And I think people also need to know and be aware of what you see on notes and what you see as represented by this dog has not been given a fair chance by who this dog really is outside of that stressful situation.
Yeah, and the sad thing is that had you not acted as quickly as you did, Bentley would not be around right now.
No.
He was scheduled to be put down
2 days.
Euthanized on that Monday. And you got your paperwork done that Saturday.
Yes.
2 days before his life was going to be extinguished.
Yes. And again, this happens so much and it doesn't need to happen. It's a senseless situation that has gotten out of control. Even if people want to foster care, it's like, 3 to 6 months. If you foster a dog, you are securing that dog and saving that dog from being euthanized, and then the rescue partners will help with placement. So that is the biggest thing that I think I can share for those out there, for people that are not aware of how they can get in and help. And there's all breeds. It's not just Husky. I want to reiterate that I know Huskies because I've had 3 this is my 3rd one. It is German Shepherds, large breeds, cattle dogs. So many dogs are misunderstood. So many dogs are there waiting for homes and waiting to be saved. And again, this crisis stems not only from Stanislaus Animal Shelter in Northern California, it goes Southern California, and it goes all the way to the East Coast. We have a crisis situation that is happening daily, and it's about me speaking outward and bringing awareness to the situation. It's how I can bring awareness and educate people on what is happening within these facilities.
Yeah, and with your help,
Yes.
just a week and a half ago, you were able to save 4 dogs, which is on our channel, a couple shorts that you can watch. Tell everybody about how that happened.
So my biggest thing is advocating and fighting for these dogs. It's these animals that don't have, and it's dogs, cats, it's animals that don't have a voice. It is critical. And I was frantic because I have seen so many dogs, and I'm talking puppies. These are 4, 5, 6-month-old puppies that I saw in at a shelter in Southern California. 4 of them that came in. One was a brother and a sister, and there were 2 others. And I had sent out Nextdoor app. I'm sending out and advocating because, again, it's my story that I'm sharing locally in our area, but how many people can step in to save? There were 2 German Shepherd puppies that were on a youth list. They were going to be killed at 6 months old. And a local person, Heather, who stepped up, and she's close to between my area, Oregon City, Canby area, she stepped up and said yes. And she loves German Shepherds, and she was able to save 2 out of the 4. Unfortunately, the facility killed the other 2. That is what's happening, unfortunately, and it's a reality of what's happening. The other foster family reached out next door looking to foster 2 Siberian Huskies. We were able to get, and you were able to share in that moment, and I'm thankful that you caught that, but we were able to save Bruno and Ghost.
Bruno and Ghost, right.
A foster family had stepped up from West Lynn, and they said yes. We were able to get both of those dogs transported up to Oregon, and they are now safe and in a foster family's home. So again, whether it's adoption, whether it's fostering, I got emotional just meeting the people there as they were transported up, because you feel the real emotion. You can talk about it, but when you see these animals that are coming off of transport and they have been transported up here, those 4 dogs' lives changed that day.
Oh, and they got off the bus and they were just happy as nothing else.
Yes.
I mean, their tails are wagging, they're sniffing everything, just absolutely just ecstatic.
Yes.
At this new life that they have that they didn't realize they were getting.
Exactly.
And of course, these foster parents, they're probably going to be non-foster parents. They're going to be like you. They're going to be foster. What do you call it?
Foster fail.
Foster fails.
When you really get to see their personalities in person, and even people that are willing to foster, when you see them in person, you get to know the animal, and again, it's an animal's life that's senselessly being decided upon that they no longer matter. Right. And every dog, every cat's life matters. Any animal facility lives matter. It doesn't matter. It's really about taking action. And all I can say is during this whole process, action needs to be taken more than not. Because until we can get a handle on the crisis is not going to stop. The animals and the suffering and the things that are happening within the facilities is not going to stop. It's going to be continued. The only way we can do it is intervention. The only way that we can do it is for people to take a look at, if you have a property, if you have land, if there's property, land, if there's a facility that you have where you can open up your home, depending on the breed. I know that every breed is not going to fit every family, and every adoption or fostering parent, it's not going to fit them. It has to fit them in accordance to their environment, other dogs or cats around them. Is this going to be a safe environment for these dogs throughout? Is this really going to be good for not only the foster parent, but for that dog? We don't want to compromise and put dogs in a situation that's not going to be good for the dog, because then again, that dog comes back out and goes back into the same facility where they were going to take that dog's life. Right. And that's the hardest thing right now of what I've been seeing across the board.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Heather, the gal that picked up the German Shepherds.
Yeah.
Are you available to get together sometime this week?
Oh, that's awesome.
She just reached out.
K9 Rescue Brigade is the name of our soon-to-be 501(c). So K9 Rescue Brigade. Brigade is an acronym for Bridge for Rescue, Interstate Transport, Guardians, Adoption, Dedication, and Education, which is exactly what, all of those things we're trying to bring forth and make happen.
Yes.
So, the more help we can get, the better off we are, the better off the dogs are, and any cats that we come across as well. We're not just canines. It's just that's the name.
Right, exactly.
we're basically all animals.
The biggest thing that I can't stress enough is again taking action, but really having people building up a network of people between adopters and people that can foster, having those people available. Time is critical, and just like with me and my work, it's like you hear time is of the essence with what we do, right? Yeah. Time is of the essence. Time is critical. There are literally deadlines, and urgent pleas that come up all the time across these facilities. And I will just mention that some of them give 24 hours notice. Some of the facilities are 48 hours notice. Some are 72 hours notice, and 5 days. You don't know where these dogs are on the list, and so many of them come in. It is a serious issue between stray animals, owner surrender, owner's responsibility, spay and neutering, enforcement of animal cruelty in animal laws. And why I'm bringing this up is that it encompasses everything. You have volunteers, you have staff that are struggling within these facilities, right? And it's like they only have so much power of what they can do, and the rest of it is out of their hands and out of their control.
And that's the biggest thing is you have these people, these staff and even volunteers at these facilities that they're trying their hardest because they have no control except for to get the animal stories out there and try to get them saved. Right, and so it's the whole networking piece. It's the whole piece of how can we make a difference? How can we change what is happening? And really, the truth of all of this is awareness and education. And I've talked to so many people, and people don't even realize the magnitude of what is truly happening because it's not out. I want my story to go out. This is my testimony. I feel very powerful about my story coming out, and I want so badly for our state, even like Oregon and the state that we live in, to rise up and stand above and make a difference. Because again, this is impacting not only states, our neighboring states, it's impacting all of us because we're all networking, we're all trying. There's foundations and there's people within our state that are involved in what is happening in the state of California right now. And in order for us to make a difference, we need to get this word out. This is critical for these animals, and this should not be happening, period. Yeah. Euthanizing animals just because of space or because of a situation and getting a lot. Euthanizing animals, normal, healthy, adoptable animals, is not an option. Okay, euthanasia has been taken way over to the limits of where it should be, because again, way back when I was growing up, euthanasia was you only saw euthanasia back when I was growing up of sick, ill dogs that were not going to turn the corner. This is happening at a daily, multiple times a day.
And I'm watching this thinking this is not normal. But they're normalizing it to make it sound like this is acceptable when it's not acceptable. So these dogs should not be placed in a situation. It is out of their control. They are not the ones that put them in this situation to begin with. We need to take responsibility for this, and we need to be better across the board. So that's where we're at. But
right. Well, you can find us at this channel, Instagram, both under K9 Rescue Brigade. You can also contact us at K9RescueBrigade@gmail.com. What is your next door?
It's just under my name.
Okay, so just
Kristen Scholes.
Kristen Scholes, Kris
Tin.
Okay,
And
Scholes,
it's Sholes.
Perfect.
Yes.
So those are the ways that you can contact us if you want to help.
Yes.
The more help, the better. So, thanks, Chris, for sharing
thank
the
you.
story of Bentley and
Thank you.
AKA Buster.
Yes.
And
yes.
we'll have more stories coming up, and yeah, hopefully with your help, we'll be able to get more done.
We need more positive Bentley stories and more dogs saved. So it's like we're relying on everyone out there to make this known, spread the word. Share to as many people, whether it's you can't take them, share to everyone that you know that are dog lovers, people that animal lovers, people out there. It's like, someone, and if you can share one story and get this out, it will, again, empower the situation with what is happening.
And if you have rescued an animal and you want to share your story, contact us again, because we'd love to interview you and put you on the channel.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Chris.
Mark.